And we are live. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another live stream where I answer your questions about cell phone plans, helping you get the absolute best deal on not only your phone, but also your cell phone plan. This is a very last minute scheduled live stream, so hopefully people show up. But I love talking about this stuff, love answering your questions. And I can already see Scott is here. So, Scott, thank you so much for tuning in and joining the live stream. Hopefully, audio is looking good. Let me quickly pop in and check. Seems like it's doing all right. And yeah, Travis, you're absolutely correct. It is 8:05. That is on me. I was running a little bit behind today, so appreciate your patience as I was getting everything set up and running. Scott saying it's sounding good. Fabulous, fabulous. Well, we got a bunch of awesome people here. VGraphs is here. Welcome, VGraphs. Luke is here. Welcome. We have ISP Tech here. Welcome, ISP Tech. Great to see you in the chat. We've got Neil here. Welcome, Neil. Slampton71. Hello, hello. Kevin, good evening. It is a Monday. It is great to see everyone. Just Cause is here. Great to see you. Hola. Jonathan, hello. Jonathan, I love your profile image, by the way, that Apple logo. I don't know where it's from, but I used to have that as like a wallpaper probably over a decade ago at this point. But absolutely incredible. Gotham Heights, hello from Austin, Texas. Gotham, great to see you here. Welcome. Caesar, what is up? What is up? Great to see you. MCC Tube, welcome. Great to have you here on the live stream. Patty Stinger, hello, hello. Great to have you here. Yeah, I mean, what has happened in the last week in the telecom universe? I feel like we had some deals, some offerings. I feel like the biggest news was last week I did a live stream teasing something that US Mobile was going to do, and now we know what it was. Unfortunately, it's now expired. It didn't even last a week, but they were giving away a Google, not giving away, but they were selling a Google Pixel 9 on sale for $249 for both new and existing customers. So that was really incredible to see. We got ABTZZ here in the chat. He actually got one, picked up the $250 Pixel 9. That is amazing. Those things sold out so fast. I can't remember what the official numbers were, but I think on Reddit, Ahmed said like they had 2,500 units, boom, sold out instantaneously. And I want to say they got maybe 500 more for a pre-order on July 4th. And those sold out, I mean, probably within seconds, but it was a crazy good deal. We should check and see if anything else from them is active or expired. So let me pull that up right now. Add that to the stream. Ricardo, what is up? Great to see you here. Great to have you on the chat. So they used to have, let's go to plans. Okay, good news. It looks like they continued the, what is the promo called? So the full speed promo is still active. Let's see, my trackpad is not working. So we'll zoom in the old fashioned way with the keyboard and mouse. We have buy a plan, get one free. That is still active until July 15th. Though they have extended this, I think, a couple times now. So I should actually update my video on this because it has extended. But happy to see that. Incredible deal. Basically, if you buy an unlimited annual premium plan, then you get an annual starter plan for completely free. That's what I would recommend. That's what I would do. You could also buy an annual starter plan and get that unlimited flex plan for free. Both of these are for the year. So you have to do the annual option. And let's just check here. Unlimited premium. It looks like the unlimited premium promo for $29, that is now gone. So I'm sad to see that disappear. But getting, basically you can buy unlimited premium for $390 for 12 months. And then you would get a free line on unlimited starter included with that. And then after your first year, it would renew for the full price. So really, really good deal there. And the monthly option, full speed, drops that price to $35 a month, which is only a couple dollars more than the annual option. And honestly might be worth it because you're paying month to month as opposed to committing to that full upfront 1 year cost. But no one, man, it's just the permanent pricing at this point. Yeah, it really is. I think this is like T-Mobile's free line deal. Do you remember that? I mean, I think they still do it. They basically offered a free line indefinitely, and it was just the price. So happy to see that's still there. And I think the shop where would you find deals on this website? Let's see, yeah, out of stock, Pixel 9. $550 off. This was the promo, everybody. $249 for the Pixel 9. Noah and Man, I think, actually grabbed this. Incredible deal. Man, it was just so good. Are you guys excited for Pixel 10? I'm excited for it. Pixel 9 was great. I'm very curious to see what Pixel 10 looks like. Decade says, is it worth getting unlimited starter SL and fiber with AT&T? Well, let's start with the fiber portion. 100% yes. If you have the option to get fiber, that is usually the way to go. I'd say nine out of 10 times. That is the way to go. Unlimited starter SL. I know AT&T does throw in a discount. If you're an AT&T fiber customer, you do get a discount on their cell phone plans. That said, I do think US Mobile's unlimited starter plan is going to be way, way more affordable. I mean, if we put that up on screen here, let's throw that up. Bam. That's going to be, I mean, even monthly, $25 a month for unlimited starter. Like Decade, you can't beat that. AT&T would be closer to 50, I think, even with a discount for a single line. So $25 for a starter. I think it's worth it. I think you'd get an awesome deal on internet and your cell phone plan. That's what I'm all about. So I hope that's helpful. Bill Castle, where's your Rockies hat? You know, it's funny. I don't have that many hats. I have a Boston hat, Boston Red Sox, from the Boston area originally, I guess outside of Boston. And then this is really funny. I have a New York Yankees hat because, you know, we have family friends who are from New York. And as a joke one year, they just gave us New York Yankees attire. And so I have a Yankees hat somewhere in my closet. I just didn't have the heart to throw out. But yeah, I don't have a Rockies hat yet. I should probably get one, you know, root for the local Colorado teams. Josh, I feel you. I'm just waiting for US Mobile to do something other than Darkstar because AT&T is ass. And you know what? Josh, you're absolutely right. At least in my area, AT&T is not good. And I don't know. I'd love to see areas where AT&T rocks because I feel like they're out there and I just don't know where they are. But if you go to CoverageMap.com and you look up an address, right? So I'm in Boulder County. Well, actually, let's do Longmont and see what's up. Longmont, Boulder County. And you can see of the 4 major carriers here, we have AT&T, T-Mobile, Verizon, and Dish. Verizon has the most coverage, 99.3. To AT&T's credit, second most coverage, 99.1. Then T-Mobile, 98.8. But take a look at these speeds. This is where it really matters. T-Mobile, first place, 137.1 megabits per second for a median download speed. Insanely fast. Verizon, second place, 92.4. Surprisingly, in fourth place, Dish Wireless, Boost Mobile, the Dish native network, 38.1 megabits per second. And then AT&T, last place, 33.3 megabits per second. And getting a very low calculated reliability score here. So unfortunately, it is just so bad in my area. So I'm curious if anyone has an area where AT&T is good. Max says a couple years ago, T-Mobile was giving out hats at their stores for Taco Tuesdays. I got like 10 of them and gave them to my family. That's really funny, Max. Did they have tacos on them? Was it like a T-Mobile tee? Curious for the details here. All right, we have an actual question from Joey S. Joey, great to see you in the chat again today. Love this space profile icon, by the way. Joey says, hey, Stetson, Boost Mobile offered my parents a $10 discount for the cheapest plan with international add-on, cost $40. They're about to switch to US Mobile Warp base plan for $28. I guess, Joey, there's no question here. I mean, maybe if you're wondering which one to go for, candidly, I would go for US Mobile on Warp because Verizon is a bit better in my area and it's cheaper, it sounds like. $28 versus $40, right? And even then, it should only be $25. I mean, if we pull up let's make that a little bit bigger. Pull up the US Mobile website and I think Unlimited Starter is a great plan for everyone. This is the plan I'm on, as a matter of fact. And if you sign up for AT&T, you'll get 70 gigs of high-speed data and 20 gigs of hotspot. If you sign up on Warp, which is, Joey, what it sounds like your parents are going to do, $25 a month, taxes and fees included, 35 gigs of high-speed data here, and then 10 gigs of hotspot. That's the plan I'm on, and I really like it. I think it's a great value. Actually, I've decided I'm overpaying thanks to your help. So I will probably be switching. I think the plan for me is going to be, I'm probably going to opt for this 5 gig plan for $15 and then just do the top up, like the data top up if I go over. So that'll cut my bill by $10 a month. I'll save myself $120 per year. That is actually insane. Saying that out loud, $120 per year. Maybe I'll throw that towards like a Netflix subscription or something. And I'll get exactly what I need. So I think I'll probably do that. I could even go ruthless mode and go for like the $10 2 gig plan. I was on this plan for a while actually, and then use a data plan from another carrier that I'm testing out. So we'll see what happens. Mark, wonderful to see you here in the chat. Mark says, good evening, Stetson. I am here late. Well, you made it. You're here. I was actually here a little bit late, but most people don't know that because they were also here a little bit late. So I think it all works out. It all works out. Mocha says, I'm currently on Visible Plus, got a New Year's 2023 deal where I pay $35 a month for life, but service is getting really bad as of late. Interesting. Well, I mean, you're getting priority data on Verizon, Mocha, so I'd be curious maybe what area you're in, if maybe we can look something up and figure out, comparing the network stats here, if maybe one of the other networks would be better in your area. I mean, it just sounds like Verizon is congested in your area is really what it comes down to. And so if you're in an area where Verizon is congested, then everyone on Verizon is going to get slow speeds, because Visible Plus, you get the exact same network priority as a Verizon postpaid customer. So like you're getting the best of the best of what the network has to offer. And if it's slow for you, it's going to be slow for everyone. So you may want to consider switching to a different network in your area if that's the case. All right, we got a question from Free Your Mindset. Is US Mobile good for the iPhone XR? Well, I wouldn't say it's bad. I mean, like US Mobile baseline is a great value, right? I mean, if you look at the plans, phenomenal value on AT&T. Unlimited premium for $35 is superb. Basically, truly unlimited data if that's what you need. Want something more affordable, unlimited starter. This is what I would recommend. It is deprioritized in AT&T though. And then you have the super affordable 2 gig for $10, 5 gig for $15, and 10 gig for $20 plans. So for your mindset, it's a really good value. One thing to keep in mind is you'll only get priority data on US Mobile on the Verizon network if you do have a 5G phone. And in that case, you may consider upgrading to a phone that does have 5G. And just to quickly pull something up here, we can go to Swappa. iPhone 12 was the first iPhone with 5G. And these are, oh my God, stop. Are these really going for 154? Okay, so fair, it looks like you can go for 186. Let's go for good condition, and $200. Battery health is a little bit weaker on those, but $200. Here's one, $204, 96% battery health, good condition. Yeah, this could be the move. I mean, you'll get a 5G. What was that picture? Oh, it's the back. Oh man, he didn't like polish the back. It looks gross. Anyway, if you want to get priority data on Verizon, you want to get a 5G phone, and then, priority data on US Mobile on Verizon, buy yourself a 5G phone, and that will get activated with priority data. So I hope that's helpful. Bottom line, though, for your mindset, US Mobile is a good value for the iPhone XR, and they've got tons of plans to choose from. All right, we got another super chat from Ruben. Ruben, thanks so much. Have you ever used Helium Mobile's plans? Are they priority data? Any other thoughts about Helium Mobile? Ruben, thank you so much for your generosity and support, and great question. It turns out I have tried Helium Mobile. I have 2 active lines with them. One line is on their legacy plan when they first launched, and it's like I'm paying $6.50 for like 20 gigs. And the second plan I'm on is actually their free plan. And let's pull that up right now. Helium Mobile. I think they have a really nice mobile app. I think the team who's doing the design for Helium, really nice. I mean, just clean, easy to understand, easy to use. They have their three plans, right? Oh, zooming in the wrong screen. So they got their three plans. They have their zero plan. This is one of the ones I activated on, completely free, 3 gigs of free data, 100 minutes and 300 texts. The biggest caveat with this, like how is it free? You basically need to allow Helium to track your location. And by allowing Helium to track your location, you will then earn points or rewards with their system. It says earn rewards with cloud points. I believe that's what it is. And basically the way it works is Helium deducts some of your earnings to help cover the cost of your plan, and then you get any leftover earnings, I believe. It's free. It's it works, and I have this, and it's hard to beat free for a price. In terms of the other plans, Air, this is probably one of the best value plans Helium has. 10 gigs of data for $15 a month. Really, really good plan there. And then they've got their Infinity plan. Not as good. I'd probably go for Mint Mobile if you're a high data user, because this only comes with 36 gigs of high speed data. So, if you're a heavy data user, you can get truly unlimited data from Mint. And I think Mint is doing a promo right now where it's $20. Yeah, they're still doing this promo. So it's $20 a month for your first year for Mint's unlimited plan. So heavy data user, go with Mint. But yeah, I mean, Ruben, to answer your question, love what Helium is doing. They are essentially like building a crowdsourced network, but instead of it being a cellular network, it is all Wi-Fi hotspots. And I think it's just world.helium.com. And this will bring up the map of Wi-Fi hotspots. I'm actually curious, where am I? So I'm in Colorado. Let's just zoom in and see what's going on. And so like what's going on, and how does this work, and why is this beneficial for you? Well, the idea is basically Helium is allowing users to deploy these Wi-Fi hotspots. And the idea is like, if you're inside a building, maybe it's a mall, maybe it's a coffee shop, maybe it's just inside somewhere where your phone doesn't work. I mean, you probably know this. Anyone who's been in like a Home Depot or a Lowe's or a Target, you walk in the store and your bars drop like that. I'm wearing a shirt right now that says full bars. You go inside the store, you do not have full bars. You have like 0 bars. And so with Helium, Target or Walmart or Home Depot, they could throw in one of these hotspots. And effectively, what it does is it broadcasts a Wi Fi network where Helium mobile customers are able to automatically connect to the Wi Fi network with credentials on the device. And Helium has also made this, they've partnered with AT&T and T-Mobile, where those customers, if they're in an area where the network doesn't reach, again, most likely indoors, again, you'll have the credentials on your phone to just auto connect to the Helium Wi-Fi network. So it's effectively taking existing Wi-Fi infrastructure, making its own Wi-Fi bubble that is a Helium Wi-Fi network. And the way people authenticate it is with, actually, I have no idea from the technical standpoint, but I believe you just get like credentials on your device. It uses like the phone number or something, and it says, hey, this person's a subscriber of Helium, AT&T or T-Mobile. They're allowed to connect. Let's auto connect them. And then you get fully working service. So really, really cool idea. And interesting to see them pivot too. They were used to build out a network with CBRS. And I think that was just really challenging. So I love this pivot. And you can see a lot of them here in the Denver area are kind of inside buildings, and they're offloading data. I mean, you can see on the stats how much data has transferred, how many daily active users that hotspot has, how many tokens they've earned, and they're using HNT for the token for earnings. So an interesting system. I can't say I've been a huge fan of a lot of crypto projects, but this is one where I think they're trying to do something really cool, and I'm excited to see them continue to build out. I haven't personally connected to a Helium hotspot yet, but I would love to test that out, and hopefully I can find one kind of near me, or maybe I just do a day trip into Denver and connect to one of these guys. And so they also have hotspots. What else do they have? Data. Okay, so you can kind of see the data on their network. That's kind of cool. What else do they have? Observed demand. Okay, so yeah, I think I talked about this on another live stream. Is there no observed demand here? Okay, there it is. Basically, when you share your location with Helium, this is especially true on the free plan. They use the location data to identify, like, okay, a lot of people are in this, they go through this hexagon on a daily basis. Let's deploy a hotspot here, and we can start offloading those customers and effectively earning money. So there you go. Ruben, I hope that kind of answers your question. I don't know if it does. The bottom line, it's a T-Mobile MVNO. So Helium runs on the T-Mobile network. It also will use its Wi-Fi hotspots, so T-Mobile plus the Wi-Fi hotspots that are deployed. And let's just turn off the observed demand. So yeah, plus the Wi-Fi hotspots that are deployed. That's your coverage footprint, and it's super affordable. So if that's what you're into, I think the free plan is great, and the Air plan, I think is what they call it. We can just pull that up again. Yep. So the zero plan, awesome value, and the Air plan, awesome value. And again, if you're looking for Infinity, that's where I'd look at Mint Mobile instead. So Ruben, thank you so much for your support, and I hope that is helpful. We have another super chat coming in from Ghostmaker. Ghostmaker, thank you so much for your generosity and support. Ghostmaker says, I paid off my S25 Ultra from AT&T and looking at joining US Mobile. AT&T has a clutch on me from the previous trading credits. Any advice for breaking free? Ghostmaker, yeah, great question. It sounds like you have paid off your S25 Ultra. And the thing is, the moment you pay off a device, right, when you finish making all of your monthly payments on your device, you are eligible to get that device unlocked. And for AT&T, I think you need to fill out a form. Let's just do AT&T unlock, and we'll pull this up for you, Ghostmaker, so you can take a look here. And so this page outlines, and I'll throw it in the chat for you. This page outlines the criteria as well as how to go through the process to get your device unlocked. So if your device was purchased, the device needs to have been purchased over 60 days ago. So I guess no matter how you purchased it, it needs to be at least 60 days ago, and it can't have been active on another AT&T account. It has to be paid in full, which it sounds like you have done, Ghostmaker, so check there. And the device can't be reported lost or stolen. That should be easy, and your account must be current. That's pretty much it. So if you meet these three criteria, basically active on your account for at least 60 days, paid in full, not reported lost or stolen, and then you're a current customer, you can go ahead and submit an unlock request. So let's do Samsung, and you're just going to start an unlock request. You're going to enter the phone number and kind of go through this process. And once you submit everything, your phone should auto unlock. And it may take like a reboot or possibly entering a code on the device. I'm not 100% sure. I haven't done it personally, but that is the steps. And honestly, like once you get your device unlocked, you can go ahead and immediately switch to US Mobile. Don't do this until that phone says it's unlocked. Once it is unlocked, though, you can switch to US Mobile immediately, and that will probably really reduce your monthly cell phone bill, and you'll start saving money. So I hope that is helpful. Let me know if you have a follow-up question on any of that. The Tweety Burb, welcome. Hey Stetson, I'm about to get my first phone and I'm going to be paying for both the phone and the carrier plan. I'm wondering whether I should go with Visible. The Tweety Burb, yeah, Visible is a great option. If you want Verizon coverage, I would say Visible is probably one of the best value plans you can get. And I'll give you another option as well. So Visible, they have 3 plans. Really simple breakdown. Let's just go to plans here. Check out our plans. And the way they have it structured is basically good, better, best. So Visible is good, Visible Plus is better, Visible Plus Pro is best. And the Tweety Burb, if I was in your shoes and I was paying for my first phone and service, I would probably want to start with the regular Visible plan, right? This is going to give you truly unlimited data on the Verizon network. It's unlimited high-speed data. It is deprioritized, so you may notice some slowdowns if the network is busy, but you're not likely to notice too much. And 480p streaming and unlimited mobile hotspot at 5 megabits per second. This is an excellent value plan. And the reason you may want to start with Visible is because you can upgrade your plan at any time. And I think it's best to start with the most affordable plan, see if it works for you. And if you're like, hey, this plan works great for me, boom, you're all set. You're saving yourself the most amount of money per year, and you're getting an awesome value plan. If you sign up for the visible base plan and it turns out, hey, this isn't really working for me, maybe I'm feeling like my speeds are a little slow because I'm deprioritized. Maybe I want to upgrade my video streaming quality, or maybe I want to improve my hotspot speeds. That's where you can consider jumping up to the Visible Plus plan. So this is going to give you unlimited premium data on Verizon, exact same network experience as a Verizon postpaid customer. And it's also going to give you 1080p video streaming. So it's going to be 720p on the LTE network, and then up to 1080p on the 5G ultra wideband network. And you're going to get unlimited hotspot data at 10 megabits per second. So a really nice upgrade, as well as some international features and stuff such as that. And if you really wanted to upgrade and get a smartwatch, you could do Visible Plus Pro. In my opinion, not really worth it. I think the best overall value in terms of price and features is probably the Visible Plus plan. And the Tweety Burb, once you figure out what plan here works best for you, that's where you can switch over to an annual option and really reduce your monthly rate if that's something you are interested in. Otherwise, second option that you may consider is going to be MobileX. Let's see, mymobilex.com. And the reason you may consider MobileX is they have basically 3 really good plans. And I guess, okay, where's the X button? Okay, perfect. They have a AI forecaster plan where if you're just getting your first phone, maybe you're unsure how much data you need, that's where you can sign up for the AI forecaster plan. You get 10 days free, and based on your usage, it will predict what plan will be best for you. And maybe that's a custom plan for MobileX where it's, unlimited minutes, unlimited texts, 3 gigs of data. That's, $13 to $15 per month. Or maybe you use a little bit more data and it'll put you on the unlimited 10 plan. This comes with 10 gigs of high-speed data and 10 gigs of hotspot for just $14.88 a month. And this is priority data on the Verizon network. And if you happen to use 10 gigs or less, I'm actually in this camp. Maybe I should switch to this plan. Unlimited 10 is one of the best value plans you can grab on Verizon for under $20. That's what I will say. If it turns out you use a little bit more data, MobileX does have their own unlimited plan. This is going to come with 199 gigabytes of high-speed data and 10 gigabytes of hotspot. I have heard on Reddit some people saying after 50 gigs of usage, the speeds may slow, and then you'll want to reach out to support or something. But as far as I understand it, it's 199 gigs of high-speed priority data. And because it's priority data for the price, this may even be a better option than the visible base plan, right? So $25 flat, taxes and fees included, but it's deprioritized for about the same price, 199 gigs of priority data, 10 gigs of hotspot at full speed. So definitely something to consider, the Tweety Burb, for your first phone and your first plan. So I hope that is helpful. And I wish you good luck in picking out what device you want. I guess one other mention while we're here, Visible, if you go to, let's see, deals, they typically have some pretty good deals. I guess they don't really have any right now. They're in a deal. All right. Save on annual plans, $120 off. I guess the only thing for Visible is they do offer device financing. So if you go to Shop All Phones and let's say you want to grab an iPhone 16e, right? You can buy this from Visible for $600, finance it with a firm, and this will just get bundled in with your phone plan. So sometimes that's nice. Personally, I would suggest buying a phone unlocked on Swappa. I mean, we already saw the iPhone 12 going for $204. I think the best bang for your buck iPhone, in my opinion, right now is the iPhone 13 Pro. Still a 5G, 120 hertz screen, just a phenomenal device. And this is going for, let's go to good. This is the oldest iPhone I personally would use, and I think it would meet my needs. $369. Sierra Blue, good condition. I mean, great value phone. I guess this person didn't take a picture of the back of the device. Wait, maybe they did. 6 out of 12. Sorry, let's just go through here. But yeah, there it is. Sierra Blue. That was a great color. Great color iPhone. Anyway, I would suggest you consider unlocked phone paired with service of your choice. I mean, you buy an unlocked phone, you go with MobileX, you'll probably be saving the most amount of money. And if you wanted to bundle everything, Visible is a great option. So I hope that's helpful. And good luck picking out your first phone and plan. That's very exciting. Ghostmaker. All right, we already answered that question. Let's keep going. See what else we got cooking. Travis Stetson, it's me. What are your thoughts? What's up, Travis, by the way? What are your thoughts on the Verizon My Biz Plan? And also, happy birthday. Travis, thank you so much. Turns out it's not my birthday, but I appreciate it. Maybe we can pass that on to someone in the chat whose birthday it is. Let's go ahead and check out Verizon's business plans. Let's see what they have cooking. I think, if I remember, we took a look at these. They are good. Probably actually really good. Okay. Affordability. I just want to see the plans. You know what I mean? Switch to My Biz. Bring your own device. Where are the plans? Guys, we're on mobile plans. Mobile plans. All right, learn more. My Biz Plan. Customize your plan. Okay. Do they not? Is it just the My Biz Plan? $25 per line per month, plus the taxes, fees, and economic adjustment charge. Nice. 5 lines. Unlimited talk and text, 5 gigs of hotspot, call filter. I mean, this sounds like the unlimited welcome plan, but just labeled the My Biz Plan, right? Same exact features. Probably deprioritize. Yeah. I don't know. I'm not enthralled by this. Guaranteed for 3 years. Okay. I don't like this. Doesn't seem any better than what the regular postpaid plan is. Okay, and all right. So I guess they have different add-ons. Premium network experience. Oh, interesting. So they're basically trying to say like, get out of here, chat. Not you, chat, but like the Verizon chat. You know what I mean? The premium. So they're advertising this as like an add-on. Premium network experience, 5G, unlimited access with 100 gigs of hotspot for $10 extra. Okay, $35 a month might not be that bad for that kind of premium experience. All right, Google Workplace Standard. This is something I'm pretty sure I pay for. Okay, international connectivity. So yeah, they basically took a core plan and then made all of the features add-ons. I kind of like this, actually. And the reason is, if you don't need the add-ons, you save a lot of money. And if you do need the add-ons, you just grab them and you're getting a pretty good deal, right? So like Verizon Unlimited Ultimate, for example, it would be way more, but you'd grab the premium network experience add-on for $10. You'd grab that, where'd it go? Sorry, this is just not sure a horizontal list here was the move. You'd grab the international connectivity add-on for $10. You're at, what was that, $45 a line a month? That's basically right in line with the other plans. Business Mobile Secure Plus, okay. Mobile Security Internet, that's included. 50 gigs of hotspot for $5. That's nice. That's really nice. I like that. Unlimited cloud storage. You got to be careful using that word. We've seen Google go back on their unlimited cloud storage wording. And same with Dropbox too, I think. But $10, that's pretty good. I mean, I don't know how Verizon's system is, right, for searching and managing your files, but not bad. All right, I was originally against this, Travis, because to me, it looked like, they took the unlimited welcome plan and were selling that to businesses. But I like this approach because it really allows businesses to get what add-ons they need for their users. And most businesses don't need all the bells and whistles. So they get one plan. It's a decent price and everyone gets what they need. Now, that said, no, I mean, this is technically a better solution. But in my mind, right, they could go over and just grab Visible. And this would be cheaper because $25 flat per line per month and unlimited hotspot at 5 megabits per second. I mean, this probably meets the needs of most businesses and, phenomenal plan, but you miss out on the add-ons. So it probably depends on the size of the business. That's what I would say. I'm just thinking of like small local businesses. They don't need Verizon. Okay. They're not going international. this is probably a secondary line. They just want to like have iMessage or something for their business. I would go like Visible or US Mobile, MobileX, like something very low cost and affordable. And if you're a bigger company, then boom, yeah, grab the My Biz plan. You get a reasonable rate for Verizon, and then you can kind of customize. Maybe some executives need the premium network experience, or they need the international connectivity because they travel abroad a lot and they just need to have that. So yeah, I like it. I like it. So thank you very much for the comment. And curious, like, what are your thoughts? Do you like it? Is it ridiculous? It's the same as unlimited welcome, right? I think I'm into it. I like the debundling. Just one plan, very easy to understand, tons of add-ons. All right, so what else we got? Big Bad Money God. Thank you so much for your generosity and support. I appreciate you. What else we got cooking in the chat? Travis, thank you, Stetson. You helped me a lot. You're very welcome. You're very welcome. Happy to help. Loki Jinx, I asked, Loki Jinx says, I was on the Visible Plus plan, and before switching to the yearly to save a few bucks, they asked the assistant if they had any promotion, and it sounds like they got a month for free, so that is awesome. Wow. Jay is saying, Stetson, have you seen that the Go plans no longer receive the full trade-in value? It's now only the Beyond plans. Jay, that is ridiculous. I did not know that. I'm pretty I feel like when T-Mobile marketed the Go, so this is T-Mobile, and this is the Go 5G and Go 5G Plus and Go 5G Next version of the plans. And it sounds like what Jay is saying is those plans are no longer eligible for the best trade-in value, which I feel like is a lie. Like, I feel like when T-Mobile marketed Go 5G Plus, one of the perks was the best trade-in deals every 2 years. Jay, let's check this. I'm so curious. So let's do T-Mobile iPhone 16 Pro Max. We like the big phone. Actually, that's not true. I don't like the big phone, but everyone else does. And I try and accommodate what everyone else likes. So new iPhone 16 Pro Max at T-Mobile. Let's see what promotions they got. 11 promotions. So they're cooking still. $1,000 off any condition on Experience Beyond. This is also Experience Beyond. This is $830 off with Experience More. $800 off Experience More, Experience Beyond. Okay, here we go. See, I think this is it, Jay. Get up to $830 off with new voice line and trade-in on most plans. I will say, though, this is different. This is different. This is not an upgrade. Like the first 1, 2, 3, 4 deals. First 4 deals, this is upgrade an existing line and get $830 to $1,000 off. This is if you add a line and trade in, then you get $830 off. So it does kind of seem like the legacy Go plans might not be getting the best value right now. And then they always have this $300 off with trade in for pretty much any plan. And this is just like such a sad offer. Dang. All right. We got another super chat from Travis. Thank you so much for your generosity. Oh no, Stetson, you accidentally missed Mike Dudley message, and he's upset. T-Mobile is the best network where I live. What is the best plan for 1 to 2 lines with at least 50 gigs of priority data and 3 gigs of international data? All right. I think off the top of my head, the answer is Google Fi. And the reason, so in my opinion, I guess this is for Mike. So Mike, in my opinion, I don't think priority data matters on T-Mobile. Okay, the network is just so fast. It doesn't matter if you're on T-Mobile, Experience Beyond, or you're on Metro, or you're on Mint. You're getting fast speeds. That's my take. However, if you did want priority data, I think your best bet is going to be Google Fi. So if we pull up Google Fi here, I think this will be more affordable than T-Mobile and give you everything you need. So we go to plans, and if you go with the unlimited premium plan, so $55 each, that is substantially less than T-Mobile, $55 each. You're getting 100 gigs of high-speed priority data, and that is going to include up to 50 gigs of hotspot. And you're getting up to 50 gigs of free international data in over 200 destinations. One thing to note, international calls are 20 cents per minute. So this ticks all of the boxes for you. Google Fi Unlimited Premium. If, Mike, you decided you are okay with a plan that was deprioritized, then you may consider US Mobile. So if you go with US Mobile, actually does a horrible job outlining this. So let's go to bestphoneplans.net, reset our selection, and compare plans here. This will give you, I think, a better breakdown. So just go to plans. All right. US Mobile Unlimited Premium. So if you're interested in another really good option, US Mobile Unlimited Premium on the Lightspeed network, this is going to give you, so it's $44, taxes and fees included. If you have two lines, it would just be $88 a month. So 88 versus Google Fi, 110. So you're already saving like $20, probably more, probably $30 a month because Google Fi's taxes and fees are really high. So for $88 for two lines, each line gets 100 gigs of high-speed data before unlimited data at 1 megabit per second. It is deprioritized, which I mentioned. You get the same 50 gigs of high-speed hotspot data as on Google Fi, 720p video streaming, which is actually a little bit better than Google Fi. They limit you to 40p. And then you get free international texting, free international calling, 10 gigs in Canada and Mexico, and 200 minutes, 250 texts, and up to 10 gigs in over 180 supported destinations. So international travel plan, I think US Mobile Unlimited Premium Lightspeed is the best option. So, Mike, I hope that is helpful. And Mike also gave a super chat. Much appreciated chat. Shout out Travis. Yeah, thank you so much for your support, you guys. Appreciate it. Mike, let me know if you have a follow-up question. Hopefully that is helpful. Answer to your question is Google Fi Unlimited Premium, runner-up US Mobile Unlimited Premium Lightspeed. All right, we have another super chat coming in. This one from Big Bad Bunny God. $45 per month per line, 4 lines with tax on Go 5G Next, now on Experience Beyond. Is this the best out there? They messed up my order, gave me an insider discount forever. That's actually, so Big Bad Bunny God, you are entering into the territory of doing math. Is basically what that means. Let's talk plan features, right? Let's do that first. And let's pull everything up. So you have 4 lines and you're on T-Mobile. And so let's do unlimited, assuming you need unlimited data. And you also have premium data. So yeah, let's do experience. You're on Experience Beyond right now. Let me make sure this is right. 215 divided by 4 lines. Okay, if you got a discount on this, so this is actually $53, closer to $54 a line a month. But if you're getting a discount that makes it $45, so you're paying like $180 a month, give or take. Plus tax, maybe it's closer to $200. That's a pretty good deal. And the plan is killer. Like feature perspective, Experience Beyond is killer. Unlimited priority data, 250 gigabytes of hotspot data, 4K video streaming, international texting, 30 gigs in Canada and Mexico, 15 gigs in over 215 supported destinations, and then like a bunch of perks like Apple TV Plus, Netflix, things such as that. So from a deal perspective, it's phenomenal. You also get to upgrade your device every 1 year, every single year on Experience Beyond. You can trade in your old phone and get a new phone at like the best discount T-Mobile offers. So that is really good if you like to upgrade your device every year. In terms of pricing though, I mean, I think you could potentially save money just by going with the Experience More plan. Only difference, so same unlimited priority data. You drop from the hotspot data from 250 gigs to 60 gigs. You're still getting 4K video streaming, and you still get excellent international features. So it might come down to, like, if you have some watches and tablets that you're adding on, you will save a little bit with Experience Beyond because of that $5 pricing as opposed to $12 and $20. But if you don't have any watches or tablets, then I think you might want to consider Experience More. The only real difference here is the hotspot, again, dropping from 250 to 60, and then you upgrade your device every 2 years. And this would save you a pretty substantial amount of money. I guess comparing these plans, what is that? A $45 price difference. So I assume probably a $45 price difference, even with your discount. And the insider discount will apply to Experience More as well. It's whatever T-Mobile plan you have, you're getting that insider discount. So I would consider doing that. If you wanted to look at other options, so the thing is, we have to factor in taxes and fees and financing a phone. And this should be iPhone 16 now. Someone should update this. Who's in charge of this website? All right, let's scroll down a little bit. I mean, you get into Metro's plans. Dang, these are pretty affordable. So the thing with T-Mobile, Essentials, where is Experience Beyond? Yeah, Experience More, 191. Like the price basically includes the phone is the thing, right? So 191, let's probably say you're at this anyway because of your insider discount. If you're at 191 to 200, that is a really good value. AT&T technically could be a little bit better with unlimited starter. Downsides, not as good of a plan. Better price, but not as good plan. Deprioritized data, only 5 gigs of hotspot and 480p video streaming. Not really on the same level, but AT&T does give the unlimited starter plan access to its best device deals. And even though you can only upgrade once every 3 years, this would be more affordable in the long run, but it's AT&T. T-Mobile network, I'm just trying to see here. Visible Plus annual, great plan. I mean, you'd still be saving money though, right? On your current option. Verizon's just expensive. It doesn't even matter what you go with. Total 5G unlimited. That's not a bad alternative on the Verizon network. Unlimited priority, 15 gigs hotspot, 720p video streaming, and then decent international options. It's not that much cheaper though, right? It's not that much cheaper. And you could save money by swapping to the other plan. Experience More versus Experience Beyond. And even Metro. So if you do Metro Starter Plus, it's just not a good plan. Deprioritized and no hotspot. That's a non-starter for me. Just looking at any of these possible options here. Yeah, I'll be honest. With 4 lines, Big Bad Bunny God, I think you are getting a really good value. I mean, even Mint, right, with their unlimited annual plan, this is on promotion, so it technically would be way less for your first year. But even then, it's probably more expensive than what you're paying right now after you factor in the phones and the taxes. And it's a worse plan. Deprioritized data, only 10 gigs of hotspot and 40p video streaming. So yeah, I think basically plan-wise, let's pull those up again. Experience More. Let's just do both of them. Oh, bummer. Ha. All right. Well, yeah, Experience Beyond is the best plan from a feature perspective. I think best value is probably the Experience More plan. So if I had one suggestion, it would be maybe consider swapping over to that Experience More plan, help save yourself some money and continue to get an awesome plan. Otherwise, yeah, I mean, I think you're getting a phenomenal value, especially with that insider discount and the ability to upgrade your devices every single year, getting access to T-Mobile's best trade-in deals, which we were just looking at. And as Jay pointed out earlier, getting $1,000 off any condition with trade-in only available on Experience Beyond. So I think it could be the move just to stick, but up to you. Hopefully that's helpful. Let me know if you have a follow-up question on that. Ha, Big Bad Bunny God. Thanks. You're very welcome. You are very welcome. Marco Cordero. Hello. Which one is best? Mint Mobile Unlimited or Visible Plus Pro? Forget coverage. Thanks. Marco, fantastic question. Let's pull this up for you. I think the easiest way to do this, Best Phone Plans website. Let's knock this down to 1 line. Get rid of the 4 lines. Let's find it. Visible Plus Pro. And let's do this. I guess I'll throw in the annual one because Mint's plan is an annual plan. And then we'll do Mint Mobile Unlimited. Boom. Add to compare. And if we zoom out, we can compare plans now. Let's see what we got cooking. Oh, so many great questions. All right, let me star a couple of these that I want to answer. Sorry, just going through all of the chat questions that have come in. Cool. I think I got a couple ones starred, so we'll be able to dive in right after this. Cool. All right, Marco, to answer your question, I mean, really the Mint Mobile Limited versus Visible Plus Pro annual, price-wise, Mint is crushing it. Okay, you're going to save so much money on Mint, especially with the promo. $20 a month for your first year, so $240 versus what's 38 times 12? $456. So hang on, let's do 456 minus 240. You're saving over $200 your first year by going with Mint. That's a pretty considerable amount of savings right there. In terms of features, both give you unlimited high-speed data, but Mint is deprioritized on the T-Mobile network, whereas Visible is prioritized on the Verizon network. I think priority data does matter on Verizon. I think it matters significantly less on T-Mobile. So for the sake of comparing these, let's just say both have unlimited high-speed data. Call that about the same. Hotspot-wise, Mint 10 gigs high-speed hotspot, probably plenty for most people. If you're a heavy hotspot user, Visible Plus Pro is superb. Unlimited hotspot at 15 megabits per second, just incredible. Mint 480p video streaming, Visible Plus Pro. It's actually going to be 1080p on the LTE network, and you're getting 4K streaming on the 5G ultra wideband network. However, you can get 4K streaming on Mint Mobile's plan simply by using a VPN. Now, I use Surfshark as my VPN, and I'm sure you've seen like so many annoying ads or whatever with them. Full disclosure, I'm part of their affiliate program, but the reason I got, like, I paid for it myself and I bought it. And the reason I did so is because it was cheap. $2.49 a month for, what is this? First 27 was like 3 years, basically. Like, it was cheap. I got it. It'll give you 4K streaming on Mint for a couple bucks extra if you're interested, right? You don't have to do that. You could also get any other VPN you want, ExpressVPN, a free VPN, anything like that. So I would say video streaming less of an issue, but definitely nicer on Visible. Then international wise, I mean, Visible just kicks Mint out of the park. International texting, 500 minutes to 85 countries, 2 gigs a day in Canada and Mexico, and 24 international day passes per year. Mint is just international calling to Canada and Mexico, 3 gigs in Canada, and then $5 per day in Mexico, and then $5 a day for 1 gig of international data. They do have different add-ons available, but I think it just depends on if you're going to be traveling abroad a lot. So, like, Marco, if I'm in your shoes, price is probably my number one most important factor. I personally would sign up with Mint. I think they've got a great experience, great mobile app, and saving over $200, that's nothing to sneeze at. Like, that's substantial savings. So I would go with Mint. In terms of like plan features, Visible Plus Pro is undeniably a better, more premium plan. But I just don't think it's worth the price premium, right? Like, I'd probably consider Mint, excluding coverage. So I hope that's helpful. All right, we got a super chat coming in. Lewis, thoughts on Xfinity Mobile? Yeah, Xfinity actually does have some really good plans. Let's go ahead and pull them up here. Xfinity Mobile, bam, they should have a couple. And the reason we're not seeing them is we have the unlimited filter on. Perfect. We can zoom this in. So Xfinity Now, this is only available if you are an Xfinity Now customer. So the two plans Xfinity offers are now Xfinity Mobile Unlimited. And this is typically bundled in free for your first year. So not a bad option. In terms of the actual plan itself, like if you get this plan for free, awesome value. If you are paying for it, you probably shouldn't be paying for it, right? So $40 a month plus tax for 30 gigs of high-speed data. It is priority data. And then unlimited at 1.5 megabits per second. So not terrible. Hotspot, basically unusable. It's 600 kilobit per second hotspot. Video streaming 480p, not a huge deal. Again, you can get around this by using a VPN and basically pay-per-use international options. Very expensive, add up quickly. In terms of a plan, what's nice is it does support that smartwatch and tablet if you're into that. Otherwise, it is expensive. You can get more data at a better price from US Mobile. So if we just do US Mobile Unlimited Starter, and it's going to be Lightspeed because actually it's going to be Warp, because that is also Verizon, the exact same as Xfinity. Now, instead of $40, you're paying $25. You're getting 35 gigs of high speed before unlimited at 1 megabit per second. Same priority, 10 gigs of high speed hotspot data versus the 600 kilobit per second hotspot data on Xfinity. Slightly better video streaming at 720p. And then I think a little bit better international options available. And the international add-ons are actually included if you opt for that annual plan. So really nice that US Mobile does that, as well as options for a watch and tablet line. So I would personally go with US Mobile there. Let's go back to Xfinity Mobile. And if you go to the unlimited premium plan, this one's decent as well. Well, yeah, it's decent. It's decent. If you get a discount by bundling this with home internet, I would totally do it. If you don't, I think it's a little bit up in the air if it's worth it. $50 a month plus tax. It is priority data, so 100 gigs priority. Unlimited high speed. This is just like wrong. Actually, no. Oh my God, I'm mistaken. This is actually way better than I thought. So it is 100 gigs of priority data. And then after the priority is out, it's still just unlimited high-speed data. So it is truly unlimited high-speed data for $50 a month. Way better. 30 gigs of high-speed hotspot data, totally usable. 4K video streaming, very nice to see that here. And then they have add-ons for the watch and the tablet. Tablet is a $30 add-on, apparently, as opposed to $10. So either I need to update the regular add-on or the tablet add-on is just way more expensive for unlimited premium. And then a little bit better international data as opposed to before, basically 5 gigs in Canada and Mexico. And then everything else is pay per minute or pay per use. So it's not a bad option, especially again, if you get a discount. Otherwise, you could go with, I mean, it's hard to beat Visible Plus. Yeah, Visible Plus, $35 instead of $50. So you're saving yourself $15 per month. They're getting truly unlimited premium data on Verizon. Someone needs to update the site again. The Save 5 promo has expired. Unlimited hotspot at 10 megabits per second, 1080p streaming. I mean, I think Visible Plus is a better value. So, Lewis, I think it really comes down to what is the discount that Xfinity is giving you? I mean, if you go to Xfinity Mobile right now and you check out their site, get an unlimited 5G mobile line included for a year with your net. Like if you're getting this deal, which to be clear is that $40 plan we just covered, the regular unlimited plan, that's a great value. Where'd it go? Don't go anywhere. This is a great value, right? You can't beat free. However, if you do end up paying for it, that's where I think you want to switch. I think US Mobile is going to give you better value for your money. And if you're a lighter user, we talked about them earlier, MobileX, right? The build your own plan, superb value. Lighter user plan, $15 a month for 10 gigs, another superb value. I think this could really be worth looking at. So Xfinity, it's good. They've got a good system. It's a good plan, reasonable price, but really depends on what kind of discount you get. If you're not getting a discount, I would consider looking elsewhere. If you get a discount, $10, $20 off your internet or whatever, that's where I'd probably stick. And it is worth giving Xfinity Mobile a shout out. They do offer pretty good deals. So let's just give you a couple examples. Shop deals. They typically do good promos if you sign up. So $100 prepaid card when you bring your own phone. All right, get out of here. Not bad. iPhone 16 on us, right? When you add or upgrade to a premium unlimited plan and trade in a qualifying phone, you can start doing the trade-in deals. Are these worth it? Maybe more for some people versus in $500 back to pay off your current phone contracts. That's actually not bad either. Maybe for some people, these deals are worth it. Okay. But I think if you're trying to save the most amount of money, the best way to do that, I think, is to buy your own device unlocked and just save a lot of money on the plan, right? MobileX, US Mobile, I think that would be the ticket, or even Visible Plus. So, Lewis, I hope that is helpful. Hope that helps answer your question. All right, I started a couple of questions here that I wanted to touch on. Eric Von Helness, my wife only uses about 1 gig of data, thinking of moving her to either US Mobile or MobileX, which would be a better value. Eric, that is a fantastic question, and it is genuinely hard to say. And the reason it's hard to say is because of taxes and fees. I think you could probably get a little bit better of a deal on MobileX, You know what? As I'm saying that, Eric, I'm unsure. Let me go here and let's find out right now. So if you go with US Mobile, where's the US Mobile site? If you go with US Mobile, the answer is this: the 2 gig $10 plan. Okay, that's what you want. $10 flat, taxes and fees included. Excuse me. That is almost impossible to beat. We're gonna see if we can beat it. If I'm just trying to see. Okay, yeah, the plan you want to avoid is called the light plan, right? It's 2 gigs. It's basically the same. It looks like it's the same thing, but I think you get more features with this, the buy the gig plan. So go with the buy the gig plan. We're trying to see if we can get under $10 a month. And you might be able to, you might not be able to, because MobileX charges taxes and fees extra. MobileX custom. All right, so I'm seeing 1 gig. Oh, I also need to update this. They were doing a double data promo, so all of the priority datas are doubled because of that. 1 gig for $9. So this would end up being more expensive. Let's do, yeah, 1019. I think if you knocked down the talk and text though from unlimited minutes and unlimited texts, this could maybe be a little bit cheaper, right? Because if you go to MobileX, do they have their like pricing structure listed anywhere? No. Awesome. Okay. I think let's go carriers. I'm just trying to find out where they have it. MobileX, learn more. No, I did not say what it is. Oh, maybe I have it in the add-ons. Nope. Someone needs to update this website. Who manages this? All right, we're gonna have to find it on the MobileX site. Can we do? So we're on the plans page. Here we go. Here we go. All right, Eric. So if your wife dropped down to the 150 minutes, 150 text option here for $2.50, and then so be $1.98 plus $2.10 plus $2.50. So we'll just call it 2 plus 2.1 plus 2.5. $6.60 before tax. That technically would be cheaper, I think. Even after tax, I think MobileX would be a little bit cheaper. And you have a little bit of flexibility in terms of data usage. Best part about MobileX is you actually get account credit for any of your unused data. So I think if you bought a gig and your wife only used half a gig, you would get basically account credit for the unused data for that month. And I'm pretty sure they do small increments in terms of megabytes. So Eric, if I'm in your shoes, I would probably try MobileX first, see if you can get that down to a really good rate. And if the 150 minutes, 150 text works. If it doesn't and it's starting to get close to US Mobile, then maybe it's worth just like grabbing US Mobile and not even thinking about it, that kind of deal. But I hope that's helpful. All right, Cosmo Scary. Are all Boost mobile plans the same priority on Dish? Couldn't find any info on priority data with it. Yeah, Cosmo, my understanding is all plans on Dish or the Boost mobile network are the exact same priority. I don't even think they have priority. They're all the same, is my current understanding. That said, if you are roaming, so if you're a Boost mobile customer and you're roaming on the AT&T network in an area where Boost mobile doesn't have service, then you're going to be deprioritized in that scenario. But on the native Dish network or the Boost mobile network, everyone is the same priority. And I don't know what it is in terms of QCI value, I think it's QC. It's like QC5, I think is what, instead of QCI, I think it's just QC5 for 5G. But it's going to be the same. Yeah, I wouldn't worry about that. Eric, coolio. Thanks, Stetson. You're very helpful. Eric, you're most welcome. Thank you for your question. Joey S. Hey, Stetson. As for my first chat, Boost Mobile also changed my parents' coverage from AT&T deprioritized to the native network, and it's better. US Mobile Warp base plan doesn't include international calls plus $3. Yeah, so if international calling is important, then Boost Mobile's probably not a bad deal, especially if that is included for them. So I would, look at the features, look at the price and what's most affordable. And I'd probably go with that. If they're happy with the native Boost network, why not stick, right? less of a hassle. I mean, switching networks can be a hassle, but yeah, if they want to save money, then consider switching is kind of what I would say. Oh, Travis, boom, 5QI. That's exactly what I meant. I was like, there's a 5 in there somewhere, but I can't remember where. And I put it in the wrong spot. So thank you, Travis. This is 5QI for 5G as opposed to QCI. So there you go. Ruben, I'm thinking about buying my daughter a renewed Moto Razr 4 on Amazon. Does Amazon have great extended warranties? Any other good websites to buy a used phone? Ruben, candidly, I do not know about Amazon's extended warranties. I probably wouldn't worry too much about it. I mean, just in my mind, like paying for a warranty versus, buying a gently used phone, I think buying another used phone would probably make more sense. Either way, a site I really like is called Swappa. This is where regular people like me and you can buy and sell gently used technology. And you will also have some more authorized dealers that do higher volumes on this site as well. So let's just see what we got here. So Moto Razr 4. Okay, that maybe they don't have it. Let's say Moto Razr 2024. And forgive me if this is the incorrect phone, but hopefully this gives you an idea. Is a flip phone from Motorola. It looks like people are selling it starting at $279. This is actually insane, you guys. $279 for a mint condition Moto phone 2024. And it's one of those cool flip phone. Dang, this is like such a good value. What the heck? That's insane. Anyway, I really like Swappa because the deals are really good. And forgive me, I'm an iPhone user at heart, and so I just know like iPhone prices because I kind of track those. But this seems like a great value to me, so I would definitely consider that. Let's see. Should we see what Amazon has this for, just for context? Amazon.com. Let's go. Prime Day is coming up, everybody, in case you missed that. The Motorola Razr 2023 unlocked. Here's 2024 for $374. So what are you saving? Almost $100 on Swappa. That's not bad. That is not bad. So I've bought and sold 17, 18 devices on Swappa. Great experience every time. So I highly suggest you check them out. I'm sad they got rid of their affiliate program. Another site, Back Market. They do a very similar thing. Buy and sell gently used devices. Let's do Motorola Razr. Like, why is this not coming up? Moto 5G, Moto Edge, HD locked version. Well, they have the Razr 40 Ultra, which is, I think, different than what we were just looking at. So I apologize for that. But similar kind of story, right? They allow you to buy gently used phones. These are typically refurbished. They have free 30-day returns, verified refurbished, works with all carriers. So really nice kind of site. And I think with the way Back Market is doing it, they're kind of selling it themselves. And that's how they're able to offer all of these perks. Whereas with Swappa, this is sold by Matthew T. Shout out to Matthew. Matthew's selling it. He's been a member since 2023. He sold 2 phones on here. One is active. And there you go. So he's a person versus Back Market, more of a business. And they will offer some more kind of warranties and returns and stuff. And I also think they also allow financing with a firm. And so if you wanted to finance, Back Market may be a better option to consider for you. But Ruben, I hope that's helpful. Again, basically find the device that you're specifically looking for and maybe check out Back Market, maybe check out Swappa, and then Amazon is also totally fine. And sometimes eBay can be good, but there you go. Bruh. Hey, where is the cheapest place for just talk and text? The answer is MobileX. I think it's MobileX and unlimited minutes and unlimited texts, $4.50. add in the $2, let's call it a $2 platform fee, $6.50. Hard to beat. Hard to beat that. Another option could be Tello. And what Tello's going to do, plans, let's knock the data down to none. Unlimited minutes and free text. This is $8 before taxes and fees. So I think MobileX will probably be the most affordable option for a just talk and text plan. So, bruh, you might want to check them out. Travis says, bruh's profile pic. LOL. Yeah, pretty good. Oh, Livin Nick. Oh, you know what? Livent Nick brings up two good points. One, Text Now. They do offer free talk and text, and also Helium Mobile. I mean, we talked about them earlier on, but hard to beat Helium Mobile's free plan if you just need talk and text. So Helium Mobile 0, 100 minutes and 300 texts. If that's enough for you, this could be great. If it's not, I think Text Now, they also offer a free talk and text plan. Let's accept cookies. Let's see if we can go with, I just want to like see the plans. You know what I mean? About Text Now Wireless. Here we go. Essential data. So free and always included, unlimited talk and text, maps, rideshare, email. This is free. Hard to beat free, right? So Text Now could be an option. Now you may need to use the Text Now app for this. And for me personally, I think that would be a deal breaker. As an iPhone user, a iMessage user, a FaceTime user, that might be a deal breaker. But if you don't need the Text Now app, then this could also work great. So I hope that is helpful. Lenovo Stetson is so knowledgeable. I appreciate that. Try my best here. Aaron Trin, thank you so much for the comment. We have 4 Verizon Unlimited Ultimate plans for $55 a month each plus tax. Should we consider switching to T-Mobile Unlimited Beyond? Are the network differences worth the switch? I mean, this is tricky. Maybe it's not tricky. Maybe it's simple. I think $55 a month is kind of expensive. But that does include the free phone, right? Like Unlimited Ultimate, you can basically get a free phone. So that's really nice to see. I think, Aaron, my question for you is like, where are you? Can you give me a state, a county, a city, a zip code? I think what you would want to do is go ahead, go to the CoverageMap website. Where is that sucker? Pull that up. And like, you want to find where you are. And this will help tell you how Verizon compares to T-Mobile. I mean, let's do Salt Lake City. Just for an example here. Oh, Aaron commented. Well, I'll finish the example because why not? Salt Lake City, T-Mobile. I mean, coverage looks very similar. Verizon might be a little bit better. Performance, T-Mobile in first, Verizon in second. And then we've got, surprisingly, Dish and then AT&T. You know, honestly tracks. In terms of reliability, T-Mobile does look a little bit more reliable than Verizon. And Dish also surprisingly looks very reliable. So if I were in Salt Lake City, I would probably consider T-Mobile. And Verizon, like, hopefully good, but T-Mobile seems like it'd be excellent as well. So I would consider T-Mobile here. We've got Aaron saying Prince William County. So let's go and see what we got. Prince William County. Boom. In Virginia. So here, wow, this is crazy. Looking at these numbers. All right, first place coverage-wise, T-Mobile, 96.9% coverage. First place download speeds, T-Mobile, 212 megabits per second for the median download speed. Only thing that's kind of concerning here is the reliability score. And this is basically factoring in tower density. Like, how many towers does the carrier have in that area? So we'll do another check in just a second, Aaron, but this is something to keep in mind. It does look like coverage-wise, T-Mobile is very good. Speed-wise, T-Mobile is very good. Verizon, a little bit less coverage and a little bit slower median speeds. So you actually could see some benefits switching to T-Mobile. Interesting, like, shout out to Dish, they're there, and they are faster than AT&T. Classic. All right. Let's go ahead and just go to the map. And what we're going to do, we're looking at the signal strength map here. So this is where the towers are and stuff. And let's do, again, Prince William County in Virginia. And I mean, in this area, it looks like T-Mobile actually does have really good tower density, right? So this is LTE. Let's actually go to all. And let's just do Verizon for comparison. So Verizon, T-Mobile, they both look super similar. Yeah, I would say, Aaron, if T-Mobile is cheaper, especially with the benefit of being able to upgrade your device every year and the perks you get, I'd probably switch. Not gonna lie. I think me personally, I think I get about $28 in value from both T-Mobile and Verizon in terms of perks. I'm a Netflix user, the free year of AAA, like I would probably use that. I forget what else. Apple TV, love that, use that. Yeah, I'd probably consider switching, especially if it's more affordable, right? Especially if it's more affordable. If it's not more affordable, then obviously stick with what you got. But T-Mobile definitely seems to be pretty good here. And if we just check the data speeds, yeah, I mean, if you sign up, Aaron, and you download the CoverageMap app and you fill this in, maybe you'll get a better picture. But looks like they're very fast here, and Verizon also probably pretty good. So there you go. All right, we got a couple super chats here. We got to get to first one, Eddie J. Thank you so much for your generosity and your support. Best MVNO network, Spectrum Mobile or Visible in New York City. So Eddie, it turns out they're both the same. So both Spectrum Mobile and Visible are going to be using Verizon's network for coverage. And so it really comes down to price. I think Visible is going to have slightly better priced plans than Spectrum Mobile, but it does depend if you have Spectrum Internet and you're getting that bundle discount. So quickly, we can show you what I mean. If we go to Spectrum Mobile, I think they're also doing like that free line deal. So let's just check that out. Spectrum Mobile, try Spectrum Mobile for a full year at no cost. Okay. So if you're able to get one of their plans for a full year at no cost, that's a great value. Otherwise, you're looking at $30 a month for 30 gigs and $40 a month for 50 gigs. So not bad, includes pretty much all the data that most people need. However, I think you'll get a better overall value from Visible, right? 35 a month is going to be a little bit cheaper than 40 and gives you way more premium features. I mean, you could even knock it down to 25 a month. This probably meets everyone's needs and is a great value. So I would say probably like my personal pick would be Visible. I really like them. I think they have a great app, great experience. Not 100% sure how I feel about bundling in my mobile phone service with my internet provider at this time. But if you get a good deal, hard to argue with that. So, Eddie, I hope that is helpful. Another super chat from Travis. Travis, thank you very much. Stetson, are you a pro member on CoverageMap? Yes, as a matter of fact, I am. I'm a pro member on CoverageMap. If you go to the CoverageMap website, and let me just pull this up. Boom. We have a cool leaderboard. So we can go, I mean, I don't think it says pro here. Manage subscription. Yeah. Leaderboard. I am number 5 right now, Stetson Doggett, and you can see I have the pro badge. So I am paying for it, paying for my own subscription, believe it or not. I think I was probably the second subscriber. I think Trevor signed up before I did. And so he's probably the first ever pro subscriber. But I subscribed right after and it worked and been a member ever since. And I love it. So yeah, I do pay for my own service. And he says, thank you, Stetson. Eddie, you are most welcome. Martin, thoughts on Google Fi? Google Fi is good. I mean, it's best for families, right? Martin, it depends on how many lines you have. If you have 1, 2, or 3 lines, you will most likely save money with Mint Mobile. If you have 4 lines, Google Fi 100%. And Google Fi may even be decent if you have 2 to 3 lines. Depends how much high-speed data you need. If we hop in, here we go. We hop into the compare plans section here. We can do a quick breakdown. So I think the best way to do this, lines, let's do 1 line and 4 lines, carrier, Google Fi. Let's do Google Fi and Mint. I think that'll be the best breakdown. There we go. And let's actually scroll down. Here we go. So for 1 line, Google Fi Unlimited Essentials, not worth it. $35 a month versus Mint Mobile has their unlimited annual plan. Where is that sucker? For $20 a month right now. Or $30 a month regular price, $20 a month for your first year. Mint Mobile unlimited annual, way better than Google Fi Essentials. And I think that carries through. Like, it's going to be cheaper than Google Fi Flexible. It's going to be cheaper than Google Fi Unlimited Standard. Google Fi, like, yes, it has priority data, and it's got good features. Priority data, 25 gigs hotspot, that's nice. But I think price performance, Mint is just way better. And then if we do 4 lines, now we're looking at, let me just find it. So Mint Mobile Unlimited Annual, I guess we have the with phone and tax included, $198. And Google Fi Unlimited Standard, here we go, $185. So if you have 4 lines, Google Fi Unlimited Standard is probably a better value, especially factoring in taxes and fees and even the phones in there. It's going to be cheaper than Mint Mobile Unlimited Annual. Now, that's excluding the $20 a line a month discount, but in general, I think if you have 4 lines, Google Fi is a superb value. Stop. How did I... Google Fi stop. Hey, Google, stop. Can you hear that, guys? I hope not. I'll have to figure out which phone that is and just like throw it against a wall. Anyway, that's the gist, Martin. I hope that's helpful. I think if you've got a family, look at Google Fi. Stop it. Here it is. We have triggered. Wow. We got it. There's this one. Throw it against the wall. No, I'll just turn it off. There we go. Yeah. Live in Nick. Tell me about it. Sorry about that, everybody. I think using your brand name as the trigger word for your voice assistant may not have been the best idea, looking at one particular brand. Anyway, I hope that's helpful. Remu, thanks so much for your generosity and support. Great to see you here in the chat. Hi, what is the best way to have 2 unlimited carriers on one phone? I just missed out on the US Mobile deal. Do you think it will come back soon? Genuinely don't know about the US Mobile deal. I will say, all right, let's do a couple breakdowns, Remu. If you were to go with US Mobile, they have a pretty awesome feature that allows you to add a secondary network for $10 extra. So let's say you got unlimited premium for $35 a month. I mean, this is what I would do. Grab it for $35 a month with code FULLSPEED. And then you can add a second network for $10 and you're at $45 a month for 2 lines. That's going to be really good. Is it going to be truly unlimited? Not quite. The way it's going to work is if you sign up on with this deal, you will activate your primary line on Darkstar. That's going to be the AT&T network. And this is truly unlimited high-speed data. The secondary line you can activate either on T-Mobile or Verizon. And it doesn't matter what you choose, but if you activate on T-Mobile or Verizon, you'll get 100 gigs of usable data. And the way it works is you start using data throughout the month. You start on AT&T, maybe you switch to T-Mobile, you switch back to AT&T, you switch back to T-Mobile. When you reach 100 gigs of cumulative usage, either on AT&T or T-Mobile, then the T-Mobile line will stop working because that line only includes up to 100 gigs of usage. And after 100 gigs of total usage, only the AT&T line will be able to continue and go beyond that because that specific line includes unlimited data usage. Now, if you activated your primary line on T-Mobile or Verizon, then it would just be 100 gigs total and it would stop after that because that's just how that system works. If you wanted to do dual network with a different setup that wasn't US Mobile, then what would I do here? Okay. Wow, I know exactly what I would do. And it's going to be close in price. So check this out. Let's reset the filters. One line. Make sure we get our annual discount in there, our regular price in there, and our new customer discounts in there. Line number 1. I think best premium plan is going to be Visible Plus. We could do Visible Plus annual for $31, or let's just say we do the monthly Visible Plus plan, $35. Okay, $35, and then I would do Mint Mobile Unlimited, especially with the promo. And this would be $20 a month. So 35 plus 20. This will probably be like 22. What is that? 57? $57 a month? That's not bad for truly unlimited priority data on Verizon plus truly unlimited high-speed data on the T-Mobile network with some usable hotspot. That could be a really good combo. You could also, I mean, oh man, I have another idea. Rainbow, you're going to like this. You do total wireless. Oh yeah, this is so the move. Total wireless, 5G unlimited. You bring your own device. You get 50% off. Instead of $50, it's $25 a month. Then you pair this with the Mint Mobile Unlimited plan. You are now at like $47 a month for unlimited priority on Verizon, 15 gigs of hotspot, and then the Mint plan with unlimited high-speed data on T-Mobile and 10 gigs of hotspot on T-Mobile. That is probably what I would do. It might be a little bit more expensive than US Mobile, but both are giving you like truly unlimited data, which is hard to beat. That is hard to beat. That is probably one of the best combos out there right now. I should probably do a dedicated video on that. That combo is so good. So Raymu, I hope that is helpful. And again, let me know if you have any follow-up questions on that. I mean, Raymu, boom, follow-up question. Crazy you know all that, and that's going to be 2 eSIMs, right? I activated on Darkstar, by the way, for 1 month for the moment. Yes. So the way it works, I'll actually just show you because I have my account, and I think it may be helpful just to see that. So let me sign in quickly and remember my password. That way you'll just see like what it looks like. It'll be 2 eSIMs on your phone. Here we go. Signing in, verified, boom. All right, so check this out. This is my US Mobile dashboard. And what you'd want to do is first cry because you missed the $249 Pixel 9. And once you're finished crying, you can go ahead and find your line that you want to enhance with dual SIM. This is the endgame line. It is the unlimited premium line. And you just see this button here. It says add second network. Boom, you click it. And it's going to be $10 extra a month for the add-on. It's going to share the data. And that's what I'm talking about before, where it's, if you're on Darkstar right now, you'll basically get 100 gigs of cumulative usage between both networks. And then after 100 gigs, only the AT&T network will work. $10 a month extra. And you just add that. You're going to get a second eSIM. So a full second line. You're going to grab your phone, scan the new QR code, add it as a secondary line, and you'll just be able to toggle between them. I did a full video on my channel on how to make a really cool shortcut. Let me actually turn off the night shift. Here is a really cool shortcut. You can see right now that US Mobile is on top and Boost is on the bottom. If I tap the shortcut, it swaps and Boost is now on the top. US Mobile is on the bottom. Tap the shortcut, boom, it swaps again. Boom. I mean, you get the point, right? Like you can do this all day and it just takes a tap. And so that is what you do. You configure your phone and you would have a button to swap between which SIM is active for cellular data. And I have a full video on my YouTube channel on exactly how to do that and set that up super easily. It'll take you like 5 minutes. So Raymu, I hope that is helpful. Raymu says Verizon is horrible where I am. In that case, you would probably want to do AT&T and T-Mobile. In that case, I mean, yeah, it depends how much data you want on T-Mobile, right? If you're okay with 100 gigs, like just go with US Mobile. Like do this, pay the $10, super easy, works super great. If you're like, yo, I need unlimited data, boom, Mint Mobile, just grab this as a secondary line. And I mean, you'll be cooking. This is truly unlimited. I have used like 700 gigs this month and still going strong. So it's awesome. It is an awesome plan. Blake D, I got the $250 Pixel deal because of you. Blake, I'm so happy to hear that. I wish I had listened to me and scored the deal because that was such a sweet deal. Subject for Dog Lover. Love the username. Is the US Mobile deal buy one, get one annual for a lifetime or a year? And if so, is it worth it to get it? So what Subject for Dog Lover is talking about is, of course, the legendary US Mobile deal they have going on right now, where if you buy one annual premium plan, you get annual starter for free. If you buy annual starter, you get an annual flex plan for free. This is only for the first year. So for the first year, it would be the annual pricing. You would pay $390 upfront for unlimited premium. You would get one free year of unlimited starter. After the 12 months, unlimited starter would, I believe, auto renew. I mean, I'm sure you can manage that between now and when the plan renews, but it would renew for the full $270. Okay. So it is an annual plan and it would renew at the annual rates. So that is how that works. And Raymu, yeah, you're so welcome. Hope that's helpful. Ooh, Cat Smoothie, Cricket annual $25 plan plus Mint Mobile Unlimited might be a good combo too. Yeah, that could be awesome. The downside with the Cricket plan, where is that? I'll show this on my website because I think I do a little bit better job highlighting this. Downside with Cricket is no hotspot and deprioritized. So yeah, it could work if your main line is on T-Mobile or Mint Mobile or whatever. So total price would probably be, again, about $47 a month. Mainline on Mint, I mean, you could also put it on Cricket, but $25 a month, taxes and fees included. It is an annual plan, so $300 up front. Unlimited high-speed data on AT&T, very hard to beat. It is deprioritized, though, and no hotspot. And so the US Mobile plan that we were just talking about, oops, that's my dashboard. Where's the other tab? It's like tab city over here. Bam, first tab. This US Mobile Unlimited Premium plan is unlimited priority data on AT&T. So like this is a very, very good plan, price performance. Oh man, we have another update from Joey. Hey Stetson, Boost Mobile. They only gave the $10 discount for 3 months and then it jumps back to the $40 anyway. So my parents aren't going to be staying with Boost Mobile for very long and moving to US Mobile. Joey, that sounds excellent. I'm sure Boost is great. And yeah, I would consider switching. I will say that Boost Mobile, I don't know if this is online only, Joey. So that may be how come your parents didn't see this or were not eligible for it. But if you go online, wow, I mean, this is actually kind of insane. $10 a month for your first 2 months and then $25 a month forever. So that's actually not bad. But the main point here is they have a unlimited plan, and this is just $25 a month plus taxes and fees. So it's like 26 or whatever a month. And this comes with 30 gigs of high-speed data. If you activate on the native Boost network, which it sounds like they're in an area that has it, it'll be unlimited high-speed data and then 30 gigs for roaming. And then instead of 720p streaming, it'll be 4K streaming. So not bad. And it would be $25 a month. So kind of curious, how they ended up with a $40 price. But, I think Boost deserves a shout out there because they do have some decent plans. Rimu, is T-Mobile unprioritized a big deal? In my opinion, it is not a big deal. I think T-Mobile is so fast. The network either works really well for everyone or it doesn't work at all. I don't think priority data matters whatsoever on T-Mobile. I hope to be able to put that to the test later this year. I have 3 iPhone 16s, and the idea is I can put one on a prioritized plan, one on a deprioritized plan, then one on an extra deprioritized plan, and just test the performance between them. So I really want to do that. It takes a lot of time and a lot of effort driving around, typically on a Saturday or a Sunday to busy areas to really try and measure the difference. But I would love to have a concrete answer on that. I don't think it matters. That's my take. I don't think it matters. Anthony says, we love you, Stetson. We are not worthy. Appreciate you, Anthony. Appreciate you. Cassidy Geen, thank you so much for your generosity and support. Cassidy says, do MVNOs have worse signals on their tower than the company that hosts them does? I have Visible and I've had a lot of outages due to severe weather that I didn't have on Spectrum Mobile or Verizon. So Cassidy, it turns out the underlying network is exactly the same. There should be zero difference between signal quality, whether you're on Visible, Spectrum Mobile, or Verizon postpaid. And in fact, if you're on Visible Plus or Visible Plus Pro, then you get the exact same network experience as a Verizon postpaid customer. The only 2 differences would be number one, domestic roaming. This is if you're in an area that doesn't have native Verizon coverage. Verizon typically has agreements with other carriers to roam on their networks. Some carriers, or some MVNOs rather, don't get access to those agreements, so your phone wouldn't have service. I think Visible does get access, and the reason I say that is if you go to the Visible map, where is this? One second here. See our coverage. Here we go. So if you go to the Visible coverage map and you zoom in, where's an area with roaming? I think there's one in like Tennessee. Yeah, or Kentucky. You can see this sort of light pink, violet. What would you guys call that? Purple. You see this light, I'm going to call it violet. You see this light violet color, and that is labeled as extended network. And so this means Verizon does not have native coverage here, and you roam on a partner network in this area. And Visible Plus and Visible Plus Pro do get access to that roaming agreement. And it looks like Visible does as well. So that is something to keep in mind. That's difference number one, domestic roaming. Difference number two is going to be in the network priority typically. And so in actually both of these cases, so Spectrum does offer priority data. Visible offers priority data on Visible Plus and Visible Plus Pro. Visible Base is deprioritized, and then Verizon's plans are prioritized. So those are really the only differences. And signal should not vary. If you somehow switched phones going from one network or one carrier to another carrier, the newer phones typically have better antenna bands in them and can pick up signal in weaker areas. But no, I mean, I would say honestly, it's probably coincidence. It sounds like it's severe weather that's causing the outages. And if you're down on Visible, I mean, odds are other Spectrum Mobile and Verizon customers were also down during those times. And yeah, I mean, if the tower goes down for one, it's going down for all. It's the same network. So yeah, that's what I would say, Cassidy. It should be the same between them. And if you're having issues on one, then probably a weird coincidence, and I wouldn't worry too much about it. But potentially upgrading to a newer phone with a newer modem could help enhance that reception quality in some scenarios. Joe, yes, I now look forward to Mondays to watch Stetson's live stream. That's awesome. Happy to give Mondays a good name. Duke, hi Stetson. Do you foresee the US Mobile Unlimited annual prices going up in the future, waiting to buy a phone that can have 2 active eSIMs? Duke, I do not. I think, US Mobile's been pretty aggressive. If we see any pricing changes, let's pull up the site. Like, what would change? All of these prices that you see here for the annual option, I think are locked. $3,250, $2,250, and $1,750. I don't see those changing in the next 6 months. That's my take. The monthly plans, this discount, I do suspect will eventually go away. Do I know when? No, I have no idea. Have they been offering it for a long time? Yes, absolutely. So, Duke, I mean, odds are it'll still be around. They've said it's going to be ending. I think they've extended the deadline. I think it launched on June 1st. It was going to end June 15th. It was extended to June 30th. And now it's extended to July 15th. So it seems like they keep pushing it back. Maybe there's a chance it's still around. Eventually it will go away, and then it'll just be $44. But the annual plans, these aren't changing, I don't think, anytime soon. Interesting. Pack 517. Is US Mobile referral by account or lines? I referred 2 accounts, but one account has 2 lines on it. Pack, that's a great question. I believe it is by line. However, the referee, is that right? The person you referred, I believe, needs to enter your referral code for each line they activate. So that would be the only caveat. That's my understanding. Could be mistaken on that. Yeah. Duke was wanting to grab an iPhone or Pixel and have Darkstar and Lightspeed networks annually for $30 a month, but might need to wait for 2 more checks. Duke, totally get it. That makes sense. One thing I will say, if you're network agnostic, and by network agnostic, I mean if you are Android, iOS agnostic, and you don't really care, if you head on over to Swappa, and let's say you want a Pixel 8 Pro, these just go for such good prices. It is insane. $360. It's got millimeter wave 5G, Obsidian. I mean, that is a screaming deal. That is a screaming deal. Or I would even consider an iPhone 13 Pro. I mean, I think I said that earlier on the stream. So this is 360. What's an iPhone 13 Pro going for? iPhone 13 Pro. Ooh, this might be even more affordable. Unlocked. And let's make sure we filter by condition good. That's the only thing. Good. Very similar pricing, actually. Yeah. Okay, good. 88% battery for 369. Sierra Blue. I think we looked at that one. 389, 390. Yeah. So this is probably what I would look at. Going with the iPhone 13 Pro. Probably, I think one of the best bang for the buck phones you can buy is the iPhone 13 Pro right now. 120 hertz screen, great cameras, macro mode. Like, it's really nice. And then, I mean, Pixel 8, phenomenal. Pixel 9 is also phenomenal. And then Pixel 10 is coming out. 384 for Pixel 9. Is that true? Okay, fair, good for 464. Unlocked Obsidian. Wow, that's actually not a bad price. This is just like regular unlocked versus even having to do a deal from US Mobile or anything. Some scratches on it. That's typical. Some of these do look, maybe deeper than others. So I'd probably look at some other listings myself, but not bad. So Duke, hopefully that's helpful. Daniel brings happiness. How do MVNOs make money? Great question. I did a full video on this that you may be interested to check out for more information. But basically, the big guys, T-Mobile, AT&T, Verizon, they all charge really expensive rates. So not everyone can afford their plans. And so what they do is they actually lease access to their networks to MVNOs. And the MVNOs purchase access, data, talk, and text at wholesale rates. The best glimpse into this is actually MobileX. You can see they're charging $2. Oops, you can't see anything because I haven't shared it. Boom. MobileX charges $2.10 per gigabyte. You can see they have a talk and text package for $1.50, $2.50, and then $4.50. This is kind of what Verizon charges MobileX. So Verizon says, hey, MobileX, you can make any plan you want. It's going to be $2.10 per gigabyte, $4.50 for unlimited talk and text. And then, you can figure out how you want to mark that up to make a profit. And basically, MVNOs will make agreements depending on, it's typically, my understanding is revenue commitments. So a carrier like MobileX will say, hey, we agree to bring you, our partner carrier, Verizon, $50 million in revenue in the next 3 years. And based on that commitment, Verizon will give them certain rates. And if it was a lower amount of revenue, $25 million in revenue, then Verizon's rates would probably be a little bit higher. And based on the agreements, the contracts, the agreements are set up, and the MVNO can then resell the service and start trying to get more and more customers to meet the revenue commitments. And that's kind of how it works. And this works great because it means MVNOs can use the same network for coverage, offer way more affordable plans, help 1 or 2 or 3 line users save a lot of money per month, and just provide affordable service. And then Verizon and the big carriers, meanwhile, they typically focus on doing the smartphone and service bundle deals, the financing options, the free Galaxy phone, the free iPhone, the free Pixel phone deals, and really competing on like a higher price. And the reason the big carriers also don't want a lot of the single line customers is if you have a lot of people with a single line, that increases the amount of calls to customer service, customer support. They can sometimes be more challenging. And so they want to just like offload that to smaller carriers. So you have the MVNOs dealing with customers who may need to call in more frequently or may have more questions or maybe have different needs. And the big carrier Verizon will still make money through the MVNO. And they're very happy to do that. So that's kind of how it works. Ooh. Rodrigo, is US Mobile a better deal on the T-Mobile network, or is Tello a better option for data, talk, and text? Rodrigo, I think US Mobile is going to be better, right? And I mean, let's just pull them up side by side so we can see right here. Bestphoneplans.net. Let's again quickly reset the filters. One line. We're going to do annual plans. Actually, I don't want annual plans. I just want monthly. We'll do new customer, regular price, make sure we got everything. Carrier, we want, what do we want? Sorry. Tello and then US Mobile. So Here's Tello, and here is US Mobile. So scroll down. For the lowest end, let's actually throw on the taxes and fees. Boom. On the cheaper end, Tello, very affordable. 100 minutes for $754, 1 gig 100 minutes, $807. Talking text. Oh, this is actually interesting, Rodrigo. So talking text on Tello is going to be $10.87 a month. And the reason is because unlimited talk is actually taxed at a higher rate. Like you have to pay tax specifically on the talk portion of the plan. And the other plan, like these are more affordable because the minute allotment is much lower. And so the tax is also going to be lower on those plans. And then you have US Mobile Lite, $10 flat, taxes and fees included. And that's going to be unlimited minutes, unlimited text, and then 2 gigs of data. So I think if you want unlimited talking text on T-Mobile, I think, US Mobile Lite is a good option. I think US Mobile, here it is. We also talked about this earlier. The US Mobile 2 gig plan. So again, just to clarify what the difference is. On US Mobile's website, the by the gig section, 2 gig, this is what you want. The other option is something called this Lite plan, which is also $10 for 2 gig. You don't want this. And the reason why is looking at these plans side by side, no hotspot on the Lite plan, hotspot included on the 2 gig plan. And then it also looks like free international texting and calling on the 2 gig plan excluded from that Lite plan, or rather paid add-ons. So anyway, Rodrigo, US Mobile 2 gig, I think that's your answer. And I hope that's helpful. Yeah, Cubing Classroom 43.2. Tello got rid of unlimited 2G data. Now your data is shut off. That is true, except on Tello's unlimited plan. And then it is unlimited at like, I forget. Does Tello say on their site? Let's find out. Tello, it probably says on my site because I'm usually good. Unlimited data. And then throttled. Does it say what the throttle is? All right, does not say on Tello's website. Let's go back to my website. I'm sure I did the research on this at some point. We're looking at Tello Unlimited. Tello Unlimited, then data stops. Awesome. That means I also haven't done the research and should update that. I feel like every time we do these streams, it's like, I need to fix my website. So I will get on that. CM, good morning from Germany. CM, good morning. Thank you so much for tuning in. It's great to have you here. The newest trend here are prepaid plans with 1 year running time. With added bonus for longtime users, I got myself over 30 gigabytes for $8, or excuse me, €8, 833 euros per month at Telecom 5G. CM, that is an outstanding value. I wish we could bring Germany's affordable plans here in the United States. Granted, from a technical perspective, we do have way more land area here, and it is way more expensive for the carriers to build out networks. So I think it does make sense why our plans are a little bit more expensive. Yeah, that is my site. It does, like the website says data slows though, right? Tello's website, high speed, then throttled. So I don't know what the throttle is. It's probably like 512 kilobits per second. Should we check the terms and conditions? Will this have it? Megabits per second. No. Kilobits per second. No. Slow. Unlimited. Wait, what? Okay, unlimited. Okay, we reserve the right to limit excessive tethering hotspot usage above 5 gigabytes. Okay. Accounts where we find excessive data usage may experience slowness in speeds or service limitations for the current billing cycle up to termination. Like, how is it possible that they can just say the speeds are slowed? That means I need to like chat or call in. I say ugh to that. I'm not happy about that. I'll do it. I'll find out. But not happy about it. Carl M. I just got Visible Plus, $30 a month for like 3 years. I get 4 and 5 gigabytes all day for my S24 FE. That is a phenomenal deal. That is a phenomenal deal, Carl. Deep Biswas. Hey, Stetson, I am a subscriber from India and love your videos, bro. Deep, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thank you for tuning in. What time is it for you there? Hopefully, it's like in the morning or something. Joshua H. Anything beats the plans in Canada. I went to visit a friend and they have no true unlimited plans compared to here. Yeah, it's true. Canada is rough. Canada is rough. Chime, great to see you here. Do you have any laptop plans? I'm currently looking for an unlimited plan, but on bestphoneplans.net, I don't see the proper plan for it. I do have laptop plans that may need some TLC, aka me, to update them, but I think they're reasonably up to date. If you go to data only plans, you can scroll down and do laptop as a compatible device. I believe Tello's plans will work on a laptop. Someone please correct me if I'm mistaken. AT&T prepaid, 20 gigs, 15 gigs. Those should be good. And looks like AT&T Data Connect plans, $55 for 50 gigs, $90 for 100 gigs. Yeah, these are the current options that I have on the website. It gets kind of expensive. Like honestly, Chain, like your best option is probably to like grab a Visible Plus plan and then use the hotspot data from that. It'll be way cheaper. It's unlimited hotspot. It's 10 megabits per second. Hate to say it, but I think that's the move. As far as I'm concerned, I don't know of any true unlimited plans for laptops. Let's see, Verizon. So they do have laptop data plans, and yeah, like this is crazy. So $80 a month without a phone line. I mean, you could do that, right? Or you could do $90 a month without a phone line. Unlimited 5G Ultra. I'd probably do this one, like $10 extra for unlimited 5G Ultra wideband. Sign me up. Unlimited 5G and 4G LTE, 30 gigabytes of mobile hotspot data. If your laptop supports hotspot, I guess, and then premium streaming quality. I love how they say premium streaming quality and then it's 720p. Are you kidding me? That's so lame. So Cubing Classroom 432. What plan should I upgrade to? I'm on Simple Mobile 5 gigabytes. I want to go back to T-Mobile's network since I was moved onto Verizon after they bought TracFone. I'm unfamiliar with how much the Simple Mobile 5 gigabyte plan is, but Cubing Classroom, I think the answer for you is US Mobile. Let's pull them up here. And what you would want to get, I mean, it sounds like 5 gigs is perfect for you. And this is probably one of the best 5 gig plans you can get, $15 for 5 gigs. You can activate this on the T-Mobile network. Tello might even be better, I want to say. Tello, let's say 5 gigs. I mean, if you need less minutes, Tello will definitely save you a lot of money there. Instead of $15, you're looking at, $11 plus tag, maybe $13. Maybe $15 here. So very comparable. Tello could be a great option. Just thinking about any other plans on the T-Mobile network. Yeah, I'd say that's it. I would go. I mean, I love US Mobile in terms of the mobile app and website and stuff. So I'm a big fan of them, to be upfront. But I think this is a great value, and I think Tello is a really good value as well. I think like the website Tello has it's well designed and it works. I think it's not quite as up to US Mobile's level, is what I'll say. Yeah, $30. Geez, so you could cut your bill in half and save yourself 15 times 12, $180 per year, simply by going with Tello or US Mobile. That is crazy. That is crazy. Aaron Hack, or maybe Arene Hack. Forgive me if I mispronounced that. Bye-bye T-Mobile with Total Wireless, still the best. Yeah, if you got the bye-bye promo, that is the best promo that has ever come out ever of all time. So you should stick. If you didn't, then the BYOD promo from Total Wireless is also excellent. And that is just 50% off. Do I have that anywhere? No. I think they say BYOP. Yeah, bring your own phone. That's so funny. I've always known it as BYOD. 50% off, Metro and Cricket guaranteed. And basically, yeah, $50 or 50% off all of Total's plans, which is pretty good. So that's hard to beat. Liguyen Dang. Forgive me if I mispronounced that. Did Trump Mobile lose your phone number? They may have. I have not heard from them. Let me see. I'll check my email right now. I'll try and make a video tomorrow or the following day, but I don't think I've heard from them. I called in support and they were like, yeah, we like the porting process is having a lot of issues. We're giving customers refunds. And I'm like, okay, like this was not working. So I'm not optimistic at this moment. And it's been like 2 weeks. All right, let's see. Sign in. Oops. Sign in. And I have it set to filter out, so I may have missed it. Nope. There's no updates except that the Trump Total Wellness, I'm eligible for my benefits with Doctegrity. Yeah, that's the update. I'll edit a video tomorrow or something. Yeah, it's not good. Pluto, sir. I'm originally from Nepal. After I shifted to USA, I looked your videos and got the plan. Thanks, man. You are so welcome. I really hope you found the videos helpful, and thanks for watching. Jason, I work for a Verizon retailer. I get the Unlimited Ultimate and upgrade my phone to the S25 Plus for $32.50 a month after activation fees. Jason, that is phenomenal. Guys, do I quit my job on YouTube and just work at Verizon? I mean, that is such a good deal. That is such a good deal. Jason, I'm envious of that. That is so good. Oink, Stetson, what is your favorite snack? I have not been a snacker as of late. If I were to have a snack, I'd probably say it's a banana or carrots. I'm very healthy. Joey S. Hey, Stetson, who's your favorite tech YouTuber? Mine is Mr. Who's the Boss. Mr. Who's the Boss is great. I feel like I got to give a shout out to Marquez Brownlee. You know, Marquez, saw him when I was in high school growing up. It was incredible watching him grow, make better and better and better videos, elevate, get a team, get his own studio. Very inspirational. So I love Marquez. Also, you know, a lot of nostalgia for Austin Evans, for Soldier Knows Best. Trying to think of any Snazzy Labs. Quinn from Snazzy Labs, also a big shout out. I really enjoy Quinn's videos. They're sometimes very niche, but they're always very well done. And I feel like I learned something. And so that's why I enjoy them. Jason, thoughts on mangoes? Nope, no thoughts on mangoes. Favorite fruit, I will say blueberry. I think they're so good right now. And strawberries. They're in season where I am, and they're dangerously good. Shout out to Flossie Carter, man. He's good. He makes good stuff. All right, we're going to call it here. Big Tank, is the Dark Star $35 plan worth it? Big Tank, the answer is yes. If you are an unlimited data user, there is simply no better plan on AT&T than US Mobile's unlimited premium plan for $35 a month with code FULLSPEED. It is one of the best deals. It is straight up the best deal out there for coverage on AT&T. If you don't need AT&T coverage, you can look at other options, Visible, MobileX. But if you want AT&T, this is one of the best deals out there. All right, we are going to call it there because we are hit about the 2-hour mark. Thank you all so much for tuning in, asking your questions. Thank you to all of the super chats we had. Mark Smith, Ruben, Mike, Ghostmaker, Mike, Travis, Big Bad Bunny God, Travis again, Big Bad Bunny God again, Mike again, Lewis, Eddie, Travis again, Raymu, and Cassidy. Thank you all so much for your generosity and support. Appreciate you all. Have a wonderful Monday, a wonderful rest of your week, and I will see you next week. All right. Bye.